Hello YouTubers, and today we'll be bringing you yet another LEGO Transformer. Boy, I'm so glad this is done. This is a very nice achievement for me. By the way, this is the 100 subscriber special G1 Optimus Prime that I did a trailer for a while back. He's been done for a little while now, but I have yet to find time to do the video up until this point. So I am proud to introduce to you my G1 Optimus Prime and my version of making up for my mistake of that really bad G1 Optimus Prime that I made in the past. So this is my much better version. I would like to apologize. I do not have a trailer for him, for I did not have enough pieces to make him a giant trailer, but I think you guys would be okay with that. I do want to say sorry for a couple one-stud connections that are fragile during transformation, but are a lot better in both of these modes. Before I get into his transformation, I would like to do one comparison. Actually, I'll do two. Here he is with G1 Prime toy, and they look good together. They really do. I like that mine has the blue windshields, but they look good together. I want to also apologize. This isn't the best connection because it's a hand-me-down, but whatever. So for my second one, we'll do a minifigure. And I don't know if that's quite minifigure scale or if that's a little too small, but I like to think that it's in pretty good scale, and it looks really nice next to any minifigure looks nice next to it. I mean, size-wise. Obviously, this guy wouldn't be driving that because, you know, this is from like Nexo Night. So anyways, I do have two accessories for him that I will show off in later on in. And now to get started, like I said, apologies for if anything breaks, but it is LEGO. I do have one stud connections, so let's get right into it. So first thing I like to do is I like to take these, and these rotate all the way around on this. These like to break off. These rotate all the way around because they're on a ball joint, and they go right over. These are the gas tanks. They go right over that wheel, kind of like the Masterpiece toy. And same as this side. Take it and rotate it around, and collapse it down like so. And now we just let this section drop a bit, so we can get into here. These sections will rotate down just a little bit, and these are on a one stud thing, so they're going to be a little meh to play around with today. Like this one just broke off a second ago, but if you play your cards right, you can get this pretty good. So now you can fold this section down a little bit, and then we'll leave that there for a second because this is kind of hard to play around with. I like to try and is a little bit of clearance issue, but you can't even see this. There's a little bit of clearance issue, so we're gonna have to wait a second while I do a couple other things. So I'm actually gonna bend this up to allow for me to move these out of the way even more. And now that should help do this. Yep, and there we go. This is still out of frame. Both of those just fell off. Because why? Because Murphy's Law. You guys know how it works. Apologies for the crappiness of this figure. Well, during transformation anyways. I think you guys will like the result when he's finally in his robot mode, because I certainly do. So anyways, we get that. This also broke off, so we'll put that back together like that. Okay. Now that we have all that out of the way, we could try, and I'm gonna do my best to set this down. And something broke off. Give me a second. I'm gonna raise the camera up a bit because this guy's gonna get rather big. We'll put it up on a foot or so. And sorry about that. So as we were, this piece did pop off, and so did that, which is kind of a pain in the butt, but I gotta deal with it. I don't know why this piece is being, like, I understand these two, but the front piece is usually pretty solid at that point. So I don't know about that. Alright, so now what I like to do is I like to take the top section, and I think we have enough clearance for me to, oh, no, that's right. We gotta do this first. So, we come up to here, and there should be just enough clearance to do this, but just to be sure, I like to try and get my nail right in between there and wiggle it out. Usually this part's a lot better than this, but alright, so if these one stud things are off, I can deal with them being off for a second or so. It's not gonna do anything to the transformation, like it's already out of the way. I'm just tired of them falling off and you guys not being able to see what I'm doing. So so you just break that part right there, and oops, you just wiggle it all out, and just like that, you want to swing out the arm, which on this side likes to be a pain because of the stud connect, like the stud grip or whatever, is very, very bad for these pieces. So I don't know why that is, but like I said, this guy really doesn't have like the most structurally sturdy transformation, and I wish I could have done something better about that, but with my piece amount, not so much. So anyways, you pull the arms out to there, and then you fold in these pieces, which were the filler piece. And this is asymmetrical, but that was to keep the top sturdy, like so. So now that that's done, I'll put these back where they were. They weren't really in the way. I didn't have to take them off, but I took them off because they kept falling off, so I did that. Now that we have that there, we can take his head, and that just fell down. That's just, I only have that there for the light to bounce off better. So you rotate the headpiece around, and again you rotate it around. That's on one stud. That one's gonna fall off if I squeeze it. So you rotate it around like that as well. Lift it up. Murphy's Law. I could edit this out, but to save some time, I'm just gonna try and fix this a bit. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now we bend this section down, and we just bend it up, and it'll rest right there, just like that. Now we can rotate this section around and rest it just about there. And that's where this stuff is where we work on. So we can then take this piece without breaking it off. Oh my goodness, this is turning out to be great, guys. So we have to rotate this section around, and what I like to do with this is I like to bend these bits in just a little bit like that. I'm gonna fix the arm because it was off to the side. It shouldn't have been. And I just like to bend it up and rest it, and that kind of covers some of the the back because the anti-studs are showing. So now, I'm sorry for how long this video is most likely going to turn out to be. Now what I like to do is rotate this section around like so, and I'm just going to take this off to kind of show you up close. So right, and then you would rotate this piece here up like that, and then these come around this way and fold that down. I probably should have just done that to begin with. And rotate it back up. And that becomes like a filler piece to fill in that gap for when it's in its spot that it's supposed to be. So once you have that, you would rotate it up like so. And you would bend it forward. I like to move the arm out of the way a little bit. It just makes it easier. So you rotate that and you slowly just angle that inward like so. Then you could just rest it right about there. And why is everything falling off now? It really, really is being such a pain in the butt. It doesn't do this when I'm transforming it regularly. Like barely anything falls off. So, and same for this bit. Rotate this around like so. Rotate this around. And it fell off again. Stop falling off. Everything keeps falling off. It's aggravating. Sorry again, the camera's being faulty. So anyways, next you rotate this section up like so. I know I seem to be taking stuff off, but as you can see, you wouldn't have to. It's just, it is really being a pain in my rear end. So, gonna move the arm out of the way, rotate this section up like so, and you just continue to spin it into there, and it fills out that spot. That fell off. And once you do that, you just adjust it so that it fills out this bit a lot better. Now, to help move everything in place, you then rotate out the waist section, which will allow you to bend that down more, and it will fill in the gap that has left. So now you can rotate the arms back down so they're in their right position. Fold down the arms so they're not at a 90-degree angle the whole time, like so. And now we split the legs at the back, or like that. And there's a little piece there. When we spin them around, there is a little piece right there that helped from keeping that from spinning, that we just rotate around like that. For the feet, we unpeg them and bend them down, and we rotate around right there like so. Second verse, same as the first. Bend, rotate. See, once we get the fidgety part at the top all done, this guy's pretty easy. And now we just stand him up. We just find a good stance that we like. I like to have him spread his legs out just a little bit. And there we have my Optimus Prime in robot mode. I'll raise the camera just a little bit more so we can get a better look at him all together. Yes, there he is. And I know the transformation was definitely fidgety. I'm not a huge fan of that, but he does look very, very good in his robot mode. And he's very cartoon accurate looking. Again, apologies, the transformation could have been better if I had the pieces, but I didn't. So now for, oops, sorry, my finger got in the way. Now for some accessories. So, first off, we have this very, very awesome G1 blaster that I did for him. Now you can take that and put it into his hand. I like to, you gotta fold out the thumb first. I tend to angle this just a tad, peg it into his hand right there. I leave one finger out just a little bit and put the thumb up more, and he can hold his G1 blaster and look really awesome with it while he's doing it, like so. And he holds it rather nice. I don't really have to worry about it weighing him down, and he doesn't really drop it or anything. It fits in his hand very, very nicely. So I really, really am proud about that. Oop. I just completely ripped his hand off. The gun, that actually allows me to show something. This whole section is just made out of wheels because I thought that looked better, whereas this is made out of, it's just brick built, and I thought that looked really, really good, so it's made in about 2 sections. Since this is the one that fell off, we could also use this bit here. You just take the hand off. You don't have to take the entire brick off, but because it fell out, you can then take this piece right here, and I'm pretty sure you guys know what this is. It's his Energon axe. And you put that into place right there, and he has this really awesome look while he's holding his Energon axe, and I am very proud about this. Everything just keeps falling over. I don't mean just him, it's like my little studio bit just to kind of keep the light in is also falling over. So we can now check that out. I'm very pleased with how he looks. He's, like I said, a lot sturdier in this mode, and yeah, I'm pleased about that. I'm a little less pleased on the transformation, but you know, I'm not too worried about it. As I said, this mode is a lot better. We could take that out and replace his hand. Like, this video is going to be a little long, but that's okay, I suppose. You can just skip ahead if you absolutely need to. So, okay, now for his last gimmick, you can rotate the arms back again. I don't want to go over articulation, but he does have pretty good articulation. His arms on a double joint here and a ball joint, so he can get good rotation there. He's got T-joint here, so you know how that works. Ball joint here. There's a ball joint here as well at the knee, so he can bend his knee like so. I just have 2 stability pieces that rotate out of the way in the back. That just helps him stand, and his feet are on ball joints too, which allows you for some nice posing. So anyways, you can rotate the arms out of the way, and what is a G1 Optimus Prime if you cannot open his chest and inside reveal yourself a matrix of leadership? Now, I don't really know how well that's turning up, but I have a light right here that helps. So there's a matrix in his chest, which to me is absolutely awesome, and I know that the transformation's not the most stable, but I hope you guys forgive that because he looks really good in both modes. The transformation would have been better if I had tighter pieces, I do believe, and probably a couple better pieces. So, you know, anyways, guys, sorry, moving it like that. You get a full body shot. There is my G1 Optimus Prime in his robot mode, looking beefy, looking cartoony, looking accurate. Thank you guys for watching. I keep getting my hands in the way because, you know, they're big. Yeah, like, subscribe, comment down below. Thank you guys for 100 subs, which is over 100 now. If I get to 200 subs, I might make him a friend, if you know what I mean. Or an enemy, I guess. And, yeah, so check out my other videos. Go check out my Instagram by the same name, KW Lego Formers. Check out Pantheon Studios. It's a stop motion YouTube channel that I've just recently been part of. They haven't really done anything yet, but we are working on a series called All Hail Megatron, where I play Megatron and somebody else. Not allowed to reveal who that somebody else is, but if you want to see me voice Megatron, which I can do pretty good, and if you want to see an awesome stop motion series, definitely subscribe to them, and you will see it in the future. The trailer will be out in September. And, as I said, I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy!